We encourage couples. We encourage what is this for? Because I'm going crazy trying to figure this out. Oh, this is cool. This is how you see the people who joined your live. That's awesome. See, guys, I'm learning something new. That's crazy. Yeah. Then you go back. Tyler. Okay, yeah. So yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Oh, okay.
Say hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you for
What's
joining. Okay, so we were just on live on Instagram. Oh my god, we're doing so many lives. It's crazy. And we're doing our first live on TikTok. So we were talking about, what was we talking about? We were talking about not giving up.
Yeah, we were talking about not giving up on life. Or per se, we were just talking about not giving up on your goals and stuff like that.
And how it takes long for you to reach your goals.
Yeah.
You know.
The topic was why does it take so long?
Yeah.
For things like just like for whatever your goal is or whatever you're trying to receive, like why does it take so long? Like in life.
Yeah.
We have a couple of things that we felt like was taking a long time, but like in so many words, like it was like, how do we per se think about it? Like what do we think about? What's the mindset you would say if you felt like something was taking a long time?
It's to do what you're doing. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna get there. Not giving up. I would say that you need to understand that you don't give up. You haven't gave up on your job, or you didn't give up on your job for so long that you were like, I'm just gonna keep doing this because I'm receiving something in return. Sometimes you're gonna have goals that doesn't give you anything, anything back, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that just keep doing it. Just keep doing it the same way that you're doing it. You're gonna learn stuff along the way. You're gonna change along the way. You're gonna change along the way. You're gonna grow as you go. Like right now, we have been doing TikTok for not too long. We've been putting our videos on TikTok. Maybe I think this is about 6 months or something. More than that, but we have been doing TikTok and stopping, right?
Yeah.
And this is our first time being live. We learned that, okay, now let's go live. Oh, now we're comfortable doing this. Now we're doing this. Oh, we've grown in doing this. Now we're doing this, okay? And you guys still gonna see our videos, and follow our page for more fun videos. We do fun videos for entertainment, and then we also talk to couples about life, about how things are in a marriage, and how you can maneuver and how you can find your partner and the things that you have to do to get to finding your partner. And also sharing that it's not going to be peaches and cream, okay? Because it's
peaches and cream.
it's not going to be peaches and cream because you are learning this person as you are as you're going, right? You're learning this person. You come in different families, so don't expect to find someone who's just going to be like you, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'm lucky. I found someone who's just like me. I'm kidding. He's nothing like that.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
I mean, we got the dancing
in common.
We got the dancing in common.
I mean, we do have a lot of stuff in common, but
yeah.
I wouldn't say that we're the same person. We didn't grow with the same, like we grew up in the same family.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Cultural difference. My wife is from South Africa, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Yeah.
Yes, I'm the South African here. So if you are from
Sawubona!
If you are from Africa, definitely let me know which part of Africa you are from. It would be nice to have you guys here.
Yeah, smash the like button too as well. Right?
Yes. Oh my God, you on this like button, huh?
You gotta get the actual like button. Even like. I want to. What we want to hit? We want to hit 500 likes. 500 likes. That's what we want to hit.
Right?
500 likes. Definitely give us some of the energy and.
Wait, are you live on?
I am live on YouTube as well. What I do need you to do.
We didn't even acknowledge them.
No, but what I do need you to do, I do need you to go over there and go check and see what how it looks on this side. On this side of the party. Yeah. Yo, who in there is dancers, dog? Who got the dance moves, man? None of y'all got the dance moves. I want to hear it. Let me get a like if you a dancer. Like. Oh, you like the swing, the swivel? No. Oh, you did that way.
What happened?
Anybody dancers in here? Dancers. Who got the dance moves?
Yeah, turn it around so we can see the.
Turn what around?
this so we can look. People are saying hi. We don't even see that.
What up? What up? What up? Yeah. Smash the like button if you're a dancer. I want to see the like button. Where dancers at? Nobody's like, look, I don't know
Nobody's
how to
a
dance.
dancer.
Man, no, that's not true. Just gotta see the dancers in there somewhere. Come on, no. Somebody in there. Where's the like button? Like button dancers. I know you got a little bit of dance moves, bro. Don't just look at the screen and be like,
even if
I don't.
you can move and do this, you know, even if you can just like some TikTok dances, you know.
Yeah. No, nobody.
What's
nobody.
up, LocFam? What's going on? Thank you for being part of this live.
Per se, when you feel like something is taking forever though, and like say for instance, my wife is writing a book right now. Is that a good analogy?
Did you just?
I did just share.
Put me on the spot.
I did, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my wife is writing a book right now. I wanted to see if I wanted to use that as an analogy though, you know? Like, is that something you would say taking forever? But no, more of like something like something like something like okay, something like the lawyers. When
I would say that in terms of like the writing the book part is like sometimes you're gonna be motivated to do it, sometimes you're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Just push yourself towards it. That's a great way of showing someone that you can let me see. You can do what you put your mind into, and also don't give up. Just do the same thing every day, and just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. To watch who you surround yourself around. Be very, very mindful on those people. I mean, even if they are your people and you're friends with them and stuff like that, check out the mindset. Check out if that person is always like speaking against you, or per se they're like, yo man, I love what you're doing, you're my best friend, and they're like letting you know like whatever you're doing is dope, right? You have to be very mindful of the type of people you keep around you. You really do. Like even if they like your childhood friends and stuff like that, I feel like being aware of who is feeding your mind, feeding your spirit, and whatever they're saying to you, they gotta be like they have to be speaking blessings on you, right? There's no point of having people in your circle and people that you call friends if they don't have those necessary properties that feed off of each other, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to be feeding off somebody who's always talking about somebody else, right?
Good morning.
Grand Rising. You don't want to be feeding off somebody who's always saying like, oh, you ugly, that's stupid on you, and stuff like that, and he laughing and stuff, you know, that's cool and stuff like but it's like, it's funny, but there's truth in it, right? Yeah. And then there's not no love that's being said on it. Like it's like, oh, you look stupid in that. Instead of like, hey yo, I like that belt on you, yo, that's fire, yo, I gotta get me one. Right. You know, it's always a vibrational change when you are careful on who you surrounding yourself around, man. Like I feel like that's major truth. Like I feel like,
hey, we got some likes.
We got some likes, yeah. So look, I feel like the company you keep is so important, you know. And I think too, sharing what principles and goals. Like, what do you think quality of people that you hang around? What do you think? Like your idea of having the type of people around you, what should they be carrying in their spirit? Like when they're around you, like when they're trying to be your friend or they say they're your friend and stuff like that. What comes with that? What does a friend do?
I would say, oh my God.
I know, I just put you on the spot.
Yeah, you did.
I surely did.
Because you know I don't have that much friends.
Well.
Okay, so what I would say is that.
It's not true. She got friends. Like, damn, do you keep her locked up in the house? No, I don't. I would
say that a friend who can push you, a friend who can understand your mindset, and a friend who always build themselves to get to a great level, and the friend who's always motivated to, you know, achieve something, right?
Ooh.
Not somebody who is like who's going to tell you that you can do it, but they can't do it, right? Yeah. I want us to feed off great energy. Yeah. I need those type of friends. You hear me? I need the type of friends who's going to tell you that, hey, you can do this. I need the type of friends who I can tell that you can do this. Let's start by 1, 2, 3. You know, helping each other, holding each other's hands into what towards our goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
I would say this too. I had a person who shared some information with me, and they were talking about how they were in a relationship with this guy, and it was an abusive relationship, but it wasn't like it's the first time they ever got physical with each other, and
That's so
my first statement was like, I've never put my hands on a woman. I never felt the need to do so, and I've only been in a situation one time where a woman wanted to urge me to, like, she was doing things to where she was trying to entice me to hit her because she had came from that type of history. She had came from those type of guys.
Yeah.
And it was a thing that if she could have power to entice me to get me to do what she wanted me to do, it was somewhat of a turn on or something like that, but it was weird for me. It was weird for me because it was like, dude, like that's not how you. I know, it's cool. It was like that's not how you create a everlasting relationship, you know. So she was asking for advice, right? She was like, "What do you do in a situation like that?" And I was like, first and foremost, if a man can put his hands on you, he doesn't care too much about your well-being. Number one. Number two, the thing that I wanted to point out was, like, what does that look like, man? My man he should be blessing on you. He should be like, yo, I see you being, doing, and having all the good you desire, right? And he should be contributing on whatever that is. And I asked her how long they were together for and stuff like that. And she said, like, maybe like a year or something like that. And I was like, damn, man, like a year. And she had like 2 daughters. And I was like, number one, man, he shouldn't even be presenting himself in front of the 2 daughters like that. He shouldn't be showing them the image of you guys arguing, you guys getting physical. Number one, they're not his kids. So to show that to the little ones and to be bringing that energy into their space because you don't live there shows how much respect he has for you and shows how much respect he has for the kids, you know? And that lets you know that goes down and boils down too to also how his relationship with his mother or with any other woman in his life. And I was asking her, like, does she know anything about him in that physical form? And what type of conversations do they have? That was another thing. I was like, what type of conversations do you have and stuff like that? And her conversation, she said, you know, they just talk about like normal shit. And I was like, that also lets you know too, like, hey, Herbalife, I think I know you from Herbalife training. Hey,
yes, you do. We are here,
and we here with it right now. Okay. Mine's is gone. It's empty. I'm already lit and wired. You see the residue right there? Y'all see that right there?
Get out of here.
Anyway, so it was more of like that. It was like, yo, like, what type of conversations are you having? Like, having a relationship with somebody that you feel like you vibing with and stuff like that, and they cute. That's one thing. Like, yeah, my wife is cute. I feel like she's beautiful and stuff like that. And like after that is over and done with, a week or 2. What else?
Okay, which trainings? The Zoom calls or the Houston or the corporate?
I love it. Drinking. Right too. Right now. Yeah.
Which trainings? Please share.
Please share. What trainers? Houston events. Yes. Awesome. We got to go back down there too for those.
Yeah, we are.
It's been turned up. It's been real turned up. Houston events is super.
It has been 2 months.
Yeah, Houston events is always turned up.
Yeah.
Brittany, she's a game changer.
Amazing.
She's amazing. Like, her energy is like, on 10! Be on 10! Be on 10. But anyways, I feel like staying fine-tuned into the conversations that you're having with a loved one or a person that you're dating is super critical, right? It also reveals their mindset on a lot of stuff, right? And if your mindset is not there, you are what you attract.
Yes, JK always gonna be lit. I'm excited.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes. I feel like you attract who you are too as well. So if your mindset is only so far, you'll only attract those who can relate to you within those conversations too as well. And that's why it's always so important to focus on self-development as well. Because the more you develop yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Likes. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. The more you develop yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, the better quality of people that you attract. And you'll start to become aware of the people that are already in your circle and how they are not raising to the quality that you're now becoming aware to.
Yeah.
You know? Then we had 140 likes.
Hey.
Oh, dropping the flames. Hey, okay, I see. I was like, dang. But anyways, you'll start become more fine-tuned to the quality of people that you're already surrounded by. And you'll start to be like, you know, not judgy, but more of like, dang, like, can we have these type of conversations? And you'll see that the old people or the old person that you used to be is not now. You can't stay in the same room with those old people because you're not that old self of you anymore.
Right.
And you have evolved.
That's true.
Right?
That's right.
The fact that you have evolved requires you to have and surround yourself around new evolved people or even higher evolved people, right? To continue on that journey of going upscale within yourself, you know? Tell us your own thoughts. What do you feel like, as far as like, okay, for instance, when we go to the STSs and we go to events with like-minded individuals, it is very refreshing.
Like I remember the first time I went to one of the Herbalife events.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, these are the people I need to be around.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
These are the people. Stop. These are the people I need to be around because the people I was surrounding myself with was not actually feeding me anything that I needed. That type. I feel like I was born that person. I didn't have to change myself in anything.
Yeah.
I'm always like a believer. I always have faith. I always have a motivational mindset.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was just that moment of like, shit, these are my friends right here. I found my circle finally. And it was amazing. It was super amazing.
Do you think people try to fit in more often, or you think that's a part of our nature to try to fit in certain groups?
I think people fit in because they want to be around certain people. And I think people try to fit in because they want to be around the people that they want to become, right? Which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And people would try to fit in just because they want to be cool. Yeah. I want to surround myself with cool people because these are, you know how it used to be at school.
Yeah.
Like you want to be cool, you want to, you know, be great. So you want to be seen with this type of group. You don't want to be by yourself and alone and all stressed out and crying and stuff like that. And I think that comes because kids don't try to fit in. Like I know my daughter will be playing by herself and she don't care, right?
Certain age,
but
don't try to fit in.
Yes, but as we grow, so that doesn't mean that it's our nature. That's what I'm trying to respond to.
Yeah, it's not our nature to fit in.
So as we grow, we see people doing it, or we hear people saying something, and we see certain groups, we divide ourselves, which is not good. Because when we grow up, like nobody cares. Like I'm gonna be outside talking to myself. My daughter be like talking to herself sometimes, and I'm like, girl, stop, you know. And she
I
don't
encourage
care,
the
which
talking
is
to herself.
good. Yes, which is good, you know. But because we grow up divided, and we divide ourselves, and we see this happening and that happening, so it brings it all to us wanting to fit in. Because nobody would be like want to be like, oh, I'm my own tribe. There's nothing like that. You're gonna be like, I want to be part of that tribe, right? Mm-hmm. However, if you want to be in any type of tribe, make sure that you're in a good tribe, okay? Don't try to fit in a group that won't feed you anything. Either than trouble.
Mentally, physically, and spiritually.
And spiritually, yes. And not that also you want to be fed those things, you also want to give. That's why they say that fill your cup, and once your cup starts overflowing, then you can give the overflow to the world, because you need your cup full all the time. So, yeah.
My wife was talking about tribes. Speaking of, she's from South Africa, so tribes are real. Tribes are real there. Like maybe the retro version.
Oh my God.
The retro version of South Africans, maybe not so much a tribe, but they literally
We don't even call ourselves tribes, you guys. Like South Africa.
Your dad's time did.
My dad's time, yes. I'm not my dad's time.
No, that's why I said the retro. Retro means the newer versions.
Okay, yeah.
But they do ask you your last name.
Yeah.
That's tribe.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. That's tribe.
I mean,
it's like the tribe is like where you come from, like originally, but we don't ask, like we don't go around asking people, oh wait, where you come from, like where you from, where's your
we
village?
We say where you from here.
Yeah, where's your village at? No, we don't do all that. Ain't
where's
nobody
your village?
care about your village. I think I have a spot here. Can you please bail me out, because I know that your name sounds so familiar that you are from South Africa. I know that you are. I see him right here. He just joined. We don't talk. Spa. Maspara. Spa Maspara. Please bail me out on this. We don't go around asking people about their tribes and stuff like that. No, we don't do that. However, yeah.
So.
Continue. What was you saying?
More of the story. I like what you were talking about too, and a lot of it. I feel like quality of people is very everything. I feel like too why this age of us being on like devices and stuff like allows us to have more of a fine tune when it comes to like these different groups and these different lives and what everybody's talking about. They have more accessibility to finding what relates to them, you know, which is a good thing. And I think quality of people is always a major thing personally, and who you surround yourself with. That was a moment of silence. Let's go for a moment of silence, y'all.
Okay, moment of silence.
Okay, so he's like, yes. Overall, for instance, I had another group of people who were expressing, for instance, a loved one of theirs, right? And how their mindset wasn't where they were, right? And it was like financial wise, their mindset wasn't where they were. The individual, or where they wanted to be, the individual couldn't see past a certain point, and it was more of a worker's mind mentality, right? Which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, you want change. You want to be you want to be moldable, right? Not necessarily manipulatable, but moldable for that thing that is like, okay, I am rising myself. I'm ascending myself to a higher mindset or a higher expectations of myself, right? And a lot of it was like that person was like, how do I have those conversations, right, with this person or with the loved one that they love? How do I have those conversations of how to how to have the vision of more, right? And it was like when they would have the conversations, they can only go so far with that person, right? And it was like, well, at this point, you have to show.
Right.
You have to show up a certain way, and you have to demonstrate. So you can inspire the possibilities of where you can and what's possible to go to.
Exactly.
Because if you're only used to what's being done around you, you'll only think that's as far as you can go.
You can know. Sometimes you need to see other people doing it in order for you to do it. Sometimes you want to, I don't know. I think you see other people doing it and then you can do it. And you're like, oh, if these people are doing this. But sometimes you cannot find your own direction if you are surrounded by certain people, right? Until you find the people who are doing the thing that you want to do, and then you learn from them. But
Secret Saran is dropping the likes hard.
I know.
We almost at 1,000, yo. I just want to just give you a shout out. I'm sorry to cut you off, baby, but I just wanted to give a shout out. I just see it. So I just want to say gratitude and appreciation, much love from one family to another, and from one family under the sun. You know what I'm saying? You catch my drift? Go ahead, finish what you saying, babe.
Yes. What was I saying? I was saying that you need to. What was I saying? Oh my God.
You were what were you saying? All right, yeah.
I think I was talking about how people need to how you can find the thing that you want to do by surrounding
Yes.
yourself with the people who are doing the same thing. And also make sure that when you do that, you also know what you're looking for, because sometimes you will follow people and you'll follow people who are not really going in that direction that you think they're
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
And also be open to receive and be open to learn. Sometimes we don't do that. We scared to be open to receiving other people telling us what to do, which I believe also that doing all the trainings that we do is like you listen to someone who's telling you what they're doing and what it's working, and you take something that's going to work for you as well, which is a good way of learning. Just be open to receive what other people have for you in order for you to know what works for you, because sometimes you're going to be that won't work for me. You don't know until you try. I like trying a lot of things, and I like failing very fast because it helps me move to the next level of where I'm supposed to do. But if I'm going to be holding back and saying that doesn't work for me, this doesn't work for me, then I'm not going to know what works for me really. I might have just left it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and I keep trying these things that really don't work.
Yeah.
You know, and also I'm believing that it doesn't work. So yeah.
Also,
Exactly, we have to surround ourselves with like-minded and positive people. Yes, that's true.
I feel like because they give you a different perspective on maybe the same thing that you're having a struggle with. And that's why it's always important for all of us to shine our light and all of us to go through those lessons. I don't say failures. I say go through those lessons, because God is sending you through these lessons for a reason. God is making you or preparing you on this journey for a reason, and you should be willing to be on that journey and willing to have the experience in this physical form to go through that stuff, because you acquire wisdom, you acquire knowledge along that journey to help others who may be weaker in the physical sense, right? I don't want to say spirit, because spirit is infinity, right? There's nothing can be weak about your spirit. It's more of like weak about your physical, because your physical is the one that's experiencing all of the ups and downs, the highs and the lows, and that will weigh on the spirit per se when the spirit wants to say, let's go this way, and then the body is like, no, but what about that one thing that happened? That's not a good, that we shouldn't do that, and then the body will outweigh what the spiritual guidance is already leading you to, right? And that's that little kid inside, right? Hence why the kid is having the conversation with itself. That's the spiritual. The spiritual is overpowering the physical. So if the body hasn't had enough experience to say, everybody said talking to myself is crazy, so I should stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? So in saying that, and the point that I'm trying to make is that be willing to go on those trials and tribulations. Be open for that, because that allows you to have so much experience. So when your mouth opens and you decide to share what this person is asking you to give them insight on, you'll be able to articulate precisely how you got away or out of that scenario or situation. You did? Y'all need to smash the like button. I just dropped some gems, man. Smash the like button right now. Smash! But real talk though, on so many levels, like, you have to go through the stuff, man. You got to go through it. And even though it's like, yo, I don't want to go through that, right? Like, maybe somebody's mother passing away or father passing away, or them having a near-death experience, is stuff that, like, who wants to go through that? Nobody wants to go through that. But you know something? If you was to talk to half of those people that went through that stuff, man, the wisdom and the insight that they can share is beyond measure. Right? It's beyond money, right? Because you can get all the money you want.
Exactly what it has.
Yeah, you can get all the money you want, and that's why they say health. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. That's why they say wealth is health. Because you can have all the money and die tomorrow, or they tell you like you about to die tomorrow, like you're at the last stage. You're past that point where we can help you. And you spend all your time trying to get all the money.
Exactly. Oh my God.
And now you can't even fucking enjoy it. You can't enjoy the money. And like, just think about it. Just really sit in that vision. Like, the quality that you're going and the things that you do for others creates a legacy. People can remember you for those things.
Right.
Not saying like the money's not important. Money is a tool.
It is. It's a tool to get you to the next.
Money is a tool. Like for us to have the stands and the environment and how we're gonna present ourselves, what's the next content we're gonna do, we need money for that, right? And the next level scale, we may need to rent out a spot to make that the content creating area. We need money for that.
Yeah.
But the money serves us. It is to serve us. It is a obedient servant for us to use for those things, right? And more of the story, what I was basically just getting to is that you got to go through the experiences and the stuff that gives you the lessons so you can share with others, right? And you could be of service to them on their journey when they see that you're shining bright like a diamond and they want to know.
Shine bright like a diamond. Whoa. Oh my God, I like singing these days.
That's what we wanted to share on that one, man. The quality of people is very, very important, guys.
Yeah.
Quality of people, who you surround yourself with, the type of friends that you call friends. We had a friend of ours who couldn't associate what a good friend was and what they called a friend. They said in order to have the qualities of a friend, they had to be cute.
It had to be cute, sexy, and yeah.
I was like,
sexy. I think it was cute and sexy.
Yeah. And I was like, what? What are you saying? And no judgment, again, no judgment. Yeah. But it was just like,
it's just
some people think like this.
Being aware of what you do. Or maybe she has never been asked that type of question. Was like, sure, she has never. That was the first time. Yeah. She said the one thing that came into her mind at that time. I believe. Never know.
Here's another one I just got too. Levels of self-love. And what does self-love look like for you, right?
Yeah.
There's a scripture that says first love God with all your heart, right? And they're both one and the same. It's not one over the other. It's one and the same. Love God with all your heart. The second one was love your neighbor as you love thyself. Mm-hmm. How do you love yourself? Because again, the quality of that person may not even love themselves as much, right? Maybe not even demonstrate that. Maybe not even aware that they love themselves, right? It's like, yo, like I love myself. Okay, what does that look like, right? And like we don't have these real conversations a lot of the times with everybody because it's so mind-blowing when you really sit down and you think about like, dude, like am I really loving myself? Like it's so cliche too. It's like, of course I love myself, right? It's a cliche comment. But if you're supposed to love your neighbor as you love thyself, the way you treat your neighbor or the way you treat your quote-unquote friend, which is like, yo, that hat look ugly on you, or you ugly, or whatever the hell the sly comments of friendship is like these days, where, because I listen to kids, man, and I listen to people around.
Scoot over.
Oh, sorry. I listen to kids and I listen to people around in the environments where I am passing by or passing through. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times I just be like, wow, like you just, I just notice that the chime is not where it should be. And I know my level of having people surround me should be at a certain level. And if I notice that they're not doing that, I just like give them dap and be on my merry way, you know? And,
merry way.
Yeah. But that means like if a person is not blessing on you and they're not speaking highly on you, and like, yo, like we should come up with some ideas and just like expanding on a lot of stuff that lets me know like on a high level, like they don't have as much self-love for themselves.
You're right.
They're treating you like this because they don't even love on themselves and they have insecurities and things like that they have not addressed.
Other people don't know what is self-love. So they might not understand what you're saying. Yeah. But I believe that they'll find out soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's the matter of knowing, maybe I should ask you that question. Mm-hmm. What's self-love to you?
Self-love for me is always thinking about how I can develop myself and my routines. I'm always thinking about my routines. I'm always thinking about consistency. I'm always thinking about being disciplined in areas of my health, in areas of my dancing, right?
Bye. Thank you for being
See
part
you
of our
later.
live.
Thank you so
See
much,
you.
and gratitude and appreciation for all the love you have
Yes.
received, give us, and we send that back to you and your family.
Yes, and have a good time at the club. Wish you get more customers today,
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, like in so many words, how does my morning routines look like? And when I don't hit that, like say for instance, stretching, warming up my body,
Party
working
lol.
out,
Yes, let's go get it.
warming up my body, to just warming up my body, getting into my body, working out, and things like that. I feel like it's super important. How I eat, even the affirmations that I use,
Yeah.
the books that I read, the reason why I'm reading them, what do I want to get from the book in order to apply it into my life to get a higher quality within this experience in life. How I show up in my relationships, my personal relationship with myself, my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my daughters, the relationship with my mother, the relationship with my bros, my brother, my dance partners, and how to balance those relationships, how to come up in those relationships as the best version of myself. So when I show up, I'm not coming from a place of lack or a place of fear.
Yeah.
Right? And so I say that's how I show self-love for myself. And I know that there's always progression in that area to keep continuously show up, and like there's always ways to develop it. Every day I think about it. Every day I think about it on a heavy level. Like it's important to me.
Right.
And the relationship with me and God, especially the relationship with me and God, and the relationship with me and Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and how I embrace what that love is like, and how I follow on aligning my goals and aspirations with the will of God. I feel like that's a higher form of self-love as well, because now you're not just thinking about yourself, but you're trying to align your essence of yourself with something higher, with more.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you show self-love?
By taking care of myself, taking care of my body. Hygiene is the most important thing. I love to be hygienic. Clean space makes your mind more free, and you think beyond yourself. And I also, put God first. Reading the books that I'm reading, and why am I doing that? Why am I always open to learning from my adopted mentors? Listening to people like Myron Golden, listening to people like Stormy Wellington, listening to oh my God, we listen to a lot of people. I can't count all of them. Listen to Eric Thomas and who else?
The type of mindsets that are going, the type of high level mindsets. We're talking about Dr. Miles Monroe, Prophet Levy, a couple of YouTubers for finances, a couple of people that talk about fitness and wealth.
I would say like it's a plethora of people that we listen to, but it's not. I don't think it's more than 20 people that we listen to, but it's a lot of people, especially if it aligns with where we're at that time, at that point of time where we're at in life.
Yeah.
And you literally talking about something that we need to get. We definitely be part of that. Okay, so it's that for me, and then it's also how I show up for myself and for others, and also how I show up for my relationships, how I show up for my friendships, how I show up for my family. Yeah, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Super big.
Yeah. So that's what I think self-love is, man. And we can't have good relationships with other people if we don't show self-love for ourselves. You can't expect to get a guy or a girl that is loving for you for all who you are when you don't love you for all you who you are.
That's true. Sometimes you can, but you can't keep relationships if you're not understanding who you are.
Yeah.
Like I've been there. I couldn't keep relationships because I didn't know who I was, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know a lot of things about myself. I wouldn't say I didn't love myself, but I didn't understand the meaning of loving myself and what it is that I need to, who I need to be. In order for me to know that, okay, I have boundaries. I didn't have no boundaries. The type of standards, like knowing everything.
Yeah.
Some people will say that being that type of person is everybody's like that, and I don't like people who think that they this. It's a certain way that you bring it. You don't have to be telling everybody that this is my boundary, this is my, you know, like people will automatically know that, oh, she doesn't like doing this. Okay, fine, bye.
Yeah.
Moving to the next, right? Moving to the next victim.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's all.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is very true. Being aware of your boundaries is a high level of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Having boundaries with relationships is a high level of awareness. Having standards with yourself is a high level of awareness.
Yeah.
You should be able, if somebody was to ask you what are your boundaries, you should be able to articulate your boundaries.
That's right.
You should be able to tell them right off front what you will not accept within relationships. And don't let it be ridiculous, though. You know.
Right.
I mean,
I would say you don't have to really say that I don't accept this. But you can be like with that person.
Yeah.
And then you can sit down with them and be like, I like communication, and I want like real communication, like open communication.
Yeah.
Don't come out as like a crazy person. And I like this. Tell them the things that you like more than the things that you dislike, because the things that you dislike and put in front of everything and say I dislike this, I dislike this, it's like you're paying attention to the things that you dislike more than the things that you like, so you end up not knowing what you like. So Alexa, my goodness,
next song.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I was trying to stick it in until we get to 1,000 likes on here. What do you think? You want to stick it in?
Yeah. We can say bye to the LocFam.
We can say bye. It's 42 minutes.
Yeah, we're 42 minutes in.
42.
Anyways, LocFam, we'll see you tomorrow morning, okay? We love y'all. Thank you for joining our live this morning. We will see you later.
Shabam!